Hey there guys, what's up? So what's the deal here? Before you start hissing and sneering at me, I know I've said things about the Man of Honor set, but people have been asking me to cover it, so I've had a pretty good decent round with the on the Coldfront, so I figured I'd talk about the set and talk about Coldfront in general. Um, First things first, this little pathway right here where snipers usually like to go, be careful going up here. Like right here, you see the demo sticking up. Most demos and soldiers will spam that one section because they know people like to go up there. And sometimes soldiers and demos will sticky jump up there as well. And this little pathway right here, this is where usually everybody likes to go, engineers and medics for the most part. So pay attention to that pathway as well. And there's this little roof right here. This is a great spot for you to get some height advantage on people if you really need it. Very easy for you to jump down and stab people with. And the little middle path where, like where you come right out, that's another good direction to go. But the thing is that usually that attract, because your teammates are usually going the exact same path, that attracts fire your direction. So just take the path that your teammates aren't traveling as well, as best I can say, and just pay attention to where the enemies are going as well. Just try to avoid as much chaos as possible. As far as the Enforcer goes, there's really no reason to not abuse the shit out of it when you can. If they're already low on health, then there's really no reason to backstab them, to shoot them. If you're a medium or point blank range, you'll kill them pretty quickly. The DPS and the Enforcer is more than capable of killing even soldiers at close range. I've even managed to kill heavies at some points. If they're using the regular minigun or the brass piece or something that takes a little time to rev up, by the time they're fully revved, they're at least got 150 health left. At least from my personal experience. But like I said, just use it when you can, and just abuse the hell of it because it won't last very long. I can't see Valve not different the Enforcer anytime soon. This hallway here, the only reason I went down this hallway is because I knew there was not going to be anyone near the point at this point in time. However, if your team has already got the mid, avoid that hallway. They will come down that hallway to kill you. Soldiers and snipers, most people will go down that hallway to get out to the front. And as for this little section up here, they always have to go up here as well. Sometimes a medic will go with his pocket and drop down from the higher plane onto your team. And avoid this little path right here, like the scout and pyro got me. There's not very many places you can flank on this map. It's really hard to get in and do something on this map. I don't really play it too much. Like if I play any 5-point CP, I prefer to play Badlands or even Well or Granary. Even though I don't play them very much, I prefer not to play Granary. But this is actually a really difficult map to play Spy on for me personally. But it's also because it's just we don't really play it too much. I mean, we play on the TPG, but that's about it. Everybody else just kind of ignores the map a little bit.
Yeah, pick up the health here.
This personal experience. And yeah, by the time I get there, then they're gonna cap the point. So yeah, I'm kind of fucked here. But when I respawn and we start the next round, there's be a little bit more action going on. As for the big earner, I don't think I talked about it really too well. When using the big earner, just be very careful about who you decide to kill. The 100 health is really hard to manage with the big earner, just for the simple fact that scouts, soldiers, demos, hell, even pyros and heavies, because of their DPS, they can really get rid of you pretty quickly. The big earner, it makes it. What was it? The Canaris Kunai. I apologize. The Canaris Kunai. It makes sense for the health to be so low because that's what you get in return. With the big earner, you don't get health back, so it's kind of a constant debuff that really just hinders you more than it helps, or really just hinders you. Period. And yeah, right here I just take out the medic because he was alone and there's no one else nearby, so might as well just get rid of him. That sniper saw me, and he's gonna try to Jarate me, but again, if you have the enforcer, just abuse the shit out of it. This sniper's gonna be forced to retreat because he's low in health, and he knows he's not gonna be able to get me from that distance. He could no-scope me, but it's a lot harder to do that when you don't really, if you don't have like a big crosshair for your sniper, when you're playing sniper, that is. But yeah, so I lose the sniper, and he's already pushing up with his team, so I'm gonna flank them. 5-point CP is really easy to flank people because people are constantly on the move. They're not staying in one place for very long. Unless on that last point, that's the only time you'll have trouble. Decided to dodge the demo because he would have easily been able to peel me in the face with a grenade, so I decided to get out of there. My team is calling out for the medic, and happened to be right there nearby, so I'm going to get rid of them both. And this will let my team be able to push up. And that's pretty much what it's all about on a 5-point CP. Just focus on the medics. Don't need to worry too much about the engineers, but you need to focus on their medics a lot, because that's pretty much the only way they're going to get into the base and do something. That's where the scout, scouts usually back up right into me when I'm trying to stab them, but this one was so focused on our pyro that I had to try to gun him down to help out Vexen here. Let's see. So the team is at the mid, we're trying to push up, and we're trying to get to the next point. If your teammates are making the distractions for you to gun down people, just go ahead and shoot. Like, if the attention is not on you, that's always a good time to strike, regardless of whether you try to gun down people or you try to backstab them. Distractions are your friend as spy, always. Let's see here. Yeah, most people like to come out of that left path there too. Like I said, there's really not very many spots you can go on this map, because everyone's be all over the place. And why the Bushwhacker doesn't have a better downside than afterburn, or more afterburn damage, I will never know.
Some of them out with a crits.
Crap, I don't have ammo.
Yeah, I was trying to maneuver around the spy, but I was worried about the scout there. And yeah, the scout's gonna get me. That's really the only downside with the enforcer, is that if you're playing with the invisibility watch or the cloak and dagger, trying to get out of a situation like that is almost impossible. I haven't tried it with the kunai yet though, but I should try it and see if there's any difference. But yeah, for the most part, I'm just, I'm trying to get in and trying to find out where their medics are and trying to get rid of them. They don't really have an engineer yet, but they will get one later, and I'll show you one way I deal with them and when I get to it. So as a little note, before you go into the enemy territory, when you're using the enforcer with the cloak or dagger or the invisibility watch, decloak before or cloak before you go into an area. Do a little loot here to get rid of this soldier. He believes I'm going the other way, and I'm trying to go for their sniper, but unfortunately the scout spawns right as I decloak, so kind of get fucked over there. But shit, what was I talking about before? Now I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Basically, like I said before, when you're using the enforcer, cloak before you walk into an enemy territory, so that way you're already fully cloaked by the time you get in there. If you try to cloak right as you walk into the enemy territory, they will literally see you try to cloak, and they'll be able to track you really easily, because they'll know exactly where you're going to go. This is especially important on payload maps in particular. And that's pretty much it for the enforcer. There's not really much to talk about how to counter its downside, because like I said, there's not really much about it. It's bad. Just basically a straight upgrade from the revolver. Especially if you're using the Dead Ringer, there's like no downside at all. But yeah, I cloak before I go in, and I'm trying to see if I can find their medic. I see him over there, so I'm gonna try to get behind the point and gradually go towards where he's going. I'm afraid they have a crits creek ready, so I'm gonna try to get to him as fast as I possibly can. Yeah, he has about 100% charge. He's about to pop it. And yeah, I don't know why this demo decided to pull out his melee weapon on me. I don't know what he's thinking. She, rather. Apparently that's a she. Um, so yeah, the points pretty much, they have no medics left, I don't think. So the point's pretty much open for a cap, but oh yeah, here we go. Now they got the engineer up. If you can zap the gun and then shoot the engineer at point blank range or medium range, you'll kill him pretty quickly. Like right here, he's down. 2 shots and he's down. Before using the ambassador, you had to headshot them first, then hit the body shot. But with the enforcer, it's just 2 body shots and they're down. It's pretty simple. And they have like no guns up, no mag left, so we're gonna cap the point pretty quickly here. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah, Man of Art sucks.
Party's over.